It's Halloween. And it's cold outside. 34 degrees. There's snow on the ground still. So, how about we stay inside and keep our feet warm and hop into a little bit of SnowRunner? See what we can find for a multiplayer game, or what games may be open that, depending on how far others have gotten, see what we can make happen, see how far we can get, if at all, or if we can find a game that the map is relatively close to the beginning. Let's see. Alright. Well, they've got this one all the way opened up. Well, kind of. Looks like somebody is doing the rift right now. Which, it's not really a fun map. There's really not too much out there. Well, not too much left there. So, let's back out of this one. See if we can't rejoin and see what else we can find. It's unfortunate because it's a little bit like playing Russian roulette in the beginning, without the whole possibility of dying kind of thing, so there's that. Okay. White Valley. Alaska's promising. The only problem with the Russian map, if you're in the beginning and somebody doesn't activate the contracts, it becomes slightly difficult to do anything, because the contracts are the only way to be able to... Ooh. Contracts are the only way to be able to get to the other maps. So there's some stuff here. Delivered to the polar base in Northport. Bricks, metal beams. You know what? Why don't we hop over to this one? So that, where are their metal beams? Alright. Yeah. Let's move to the garage in Northport, and let's start doing some of the stuff over there. Alright. Not the global map, the regular map. And let's also see what other... So oil delivery... That's got potential. Cargo delivery. Oh. Delivery to... Wait a minute. Deliver to the factory, right there. Where's the coiled tubing semi-trailer? That is... You know what? How we gonna do that? We'll start tracking that. Although I don't know... Oh, you know what? I think it's right there. So... Shouldn't be potentially that difficult to do. Although... To get there in the truck that we want to get there with, we should realistically take care of that obstacle. We can kind of cut across there and just shoot down there. So we don't have to do that right away. So we'll do that. See what truck we want to make use of. We want something that we can put chain tires on. And we want to saddle high. How about... what happened? The host either left the game or kicked us. Which this is also one thing we need to look out for. Yep. So connection with the host is lost. So he probably bailed on the game. Like I said, this is sort of like Russian roulette without the dying part. So we'll find something. Alaska is one of the more fun maps to do with some of that stuff. So I mean, potentially we'll get there, or potentially we'll get someplace else. So how's everybody's Halloween going? I have been watching Halloween-related movies. Hanging out. Eating a ridiculous amount of chicken nuggets. Because there's always chicken nuggets. Actually, funny enough, the McDonald's right down, or well, not right down the street, but it's close enough to be considered right down the street, next town over, has a 40-piece chicken nuggets with 2 large fries. And let me tell you, that is a hell of a deal. I love chicken nuggets. Love chicken nuggets. I would eat like a bucket of chicken nuggets. Preferred dipping sauce? Barbecue. Usually always the barbecue. Close second, sweet and sour. Honey mustard isn't bad. It's just McDonald's honey mustard isn't exactly the best honey mustard, so it's like a kind of okay honey mustard. Okay, so we got Michigan. So let's see potentially what we have in Michigan. It looks like most of the stuff in Michigan on this game is done. So we're going to back out of this one. And then we're going to try to go back in again. Unfortunately. But such is the nature of the beast when they don't allow you to choose the game you're looking for or any kind of search parameters. Even like zones, you know, North American, European, whatever. Oh, back to Alaska. I like Alaska. Alaska is a fun map. But I kind of like mud tires more than I like chain tires. The only use for chain tires is icy roads. And you use roads... Was I just in this one? No, because... none of that stuff is open. I got the truck over there, so there's that. That's a plus. Alright, metal beams for the rock obstacle there, or... oh yeah, that's got to be repaired right there too, with metal beams. Alright. Let's choose our weapon. Need something with chain tires and enough to hold 2 cargo slots. See, a lot of this stuff at this point is kind of like cheating. So why don't we... for the hell of it... Actually, no. I have no idea what the difference is between heavy and heavy duty. Just never made sense. So I'll take this goofy one and we'll swap the tires on it. Mostly I don't like changing tires on trucks because of the ridiculously slow scroll speed. Oh, what did I do? Ah, damn it, see? And then if you hit the wrong button, gotta start all over again. All chains, there we go. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Enough dilly-dallying. Fix a bridge, fix some rock falls, you know. Oh, hey, look at that. May not be the most effective truck for the job, but is the truck that we are going to use this time around. Like I could throw chain tires on the Tega or one of the Vorons and pretty much make this map look ridiculous. And this is also kind of fun too. So we go up this way, we will fix the bridge, clear a rock obstacle up that way, and all this stuff requires metal beams, which is the the fun thing. That on our left is down to the giant service port area, which has the massive field of mud which I would totally go down to had I needed to do anything down there. But because the host of the game has not activated any contracts. And actually, speaking of, let's see what other... Oh, dude! This guy hasn't even... This guy's opened nothing. So tell you what, we'll fix that bridge. Actually, does he even have... Yeah. That oil tank right there needs to be squared away. I could realistically... Yeah. This will be fun. Let's see how far we can get here, because I have a plan. No, we don't want to hit the pole. We wanted to go around the concrete barrier. Oh, but yeah, that's the glitchy thing about that one. You can't get through there. Granted, I probably should have taken one of the other trails, but, you know what? Too late. Straight, or we want to go left? We want to go straight. So I finally got around to watching the delightful Nicolas Cage movie, Color Out of Space, based on some classic H.P. Lovecraft. Movie directed by Richard Stanley. That Richard Stanley. The infamous Richard Stanley. So, also, upgrade piece down there. I forget which one it is. Kind of doesn't matter to me at this point in time because I've got everything. And money is of no consequence. So, Color Out of Space. Really good movie. Nicolas Cage is truly Nicolas Cage. And, yeah, if you're on the fence about watching it, I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Lovecraft, I definitely recommend it. It certainly pays homage to some rather cool movies. I mean, you definitely get a whole, you know, The Thing vibe going right there, which is pretty cool. And it's a really good Lovecraftian film. And we have discussed before how Lovecraft is difficult to put on screen due to the nature of cosmic horror. And Lovecraft's whole idea that it was indescribable. It was so awful, it was indescribable. Really makes it difficult to translate into things on screen. If you go back to, say, The Thing, awesome Kurt Russell movie. Wilford Brimley is in it. There's a lot of great actors in that film. But you've got, like, the weird tentacle creatures and stuff like that, or the creatures that basically absorb other things, and it's just, yeah, it's pretty goddamn wild. very cool to watch. That is a great movie. I did watch the metal beams. Yeah, we're doing bridge repair. I did watch the newer one, which was 2011, I think it was, supposedly, or something. Do I have to go back and forth? Or can I? I'll just go right. I'll go right down straight ahead. Okay. We'll do that. We'll cut across. We'll go around, and we'll loop around, double back, head back. That's what we'll do. It was. Excuse me. It was also called The Thing, but it was a prequel to the original, and they effectively go back and set up the classic The Thing with the other movie The Thing. But it works. It's actually pretty decent. The unfortunate thing is they didn't use the whole practical effects that made the original as incredible as it was. No amount of CGI is going to make a head growing spider legs as brilliant as they did in that film. I mean, yeah, sure, it's old school effects, but they are incredible. They are absolutely incredible. And it's a crying shame that more films don't really do stuff like that. Which, I mean, I get it. It's probably more expensive to do it that way now than it is to just sit down in front of a computer and, you know, give yourself a PowerPoint presentation on making an oogity boogity monster. Classic horror stuff is great. Not like classic in the idea of, like, you know, Frankenstein or Dracula or the Mummy or whatever. They're okay too. They have their spot. They have their place in the hierarchy of horror film. But there are some incredible standouts. In like 80s and 90s horror. How about another kind of a, not really a classic, but a wonderful film, Wishmaster. Make your wishes. In that one you have the djinn, who, sure, you can make a wish, but it's one of those kind of not really straightforward wish type wishes. It's the monkey's paw level of wishes. So yeah, sure, you want to have a ton of money, but that money comes with a catch. And the actress in the film, the original one, who actually figures out how to defeat the djinn, or at least undo all of the trauma and just nightmare that the djinn caused, it's brilliant in the way it's done. Hello, Grey Wolf. Happy Halloween, sir. And there we go. That's one bridge built. Then we'll go back, we'll get some more metal, and then we will go fix the rock obstacle. And then beyond the rock obstacle, we will start hitting the other maps that this delightful person has not opened up, which is awesome for us. We can do all kinds of things. Oops. Yeah, keep backing up. Go this way. Probably helps if I actually upshift. But yeah, you've got your 80s horror staples. You've got your Freddy Krueger, your Michael Myers, you've got your, you know, Jason, all of that stuff. But then, you know, they're your stalker slasher kind of blood and guts gore level of horror icons. But then you've got stuff that, just like the Djinn, or, you know, Pinhead from the Hellraiser franchise, or Candyman. You know, that tier of creature or entity that kind of steps it up a notch, so to speak. Horror movie's great, though. And one particular standout, at least that I feel is a standout, would be Event Horizon. Event Horizon is a phenomenal movie. And it's terrifying. It is legitimately terrifying. That's one, if you ask people if they've seen Event Horizon, they will have a reaction. Because not only is it a horror movie, it's a blend of a sci-fi horror movie, but it has all of the features of a horror movie simply moved to space. Your spaceship stands in for the haunted house. And they created the set in such a way where the ship itself was supposed to be reminiscent of like a Gothic cathedral with the arches and the architecture that it had. And you want to talk about an individual who turns in one hell of a performance is Sam Neill. That guy went all out. Do you see? Do you see? Where we're going, we don't need eyes. That's some bone-chilling stuff right there. Or you can shift gears for your October Halloween viewing pleasure and the Nightmare Before Christmas. And I will say that that is easily defined as a classic movie. And it's the type of thing that should be right up there with, like, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, or any Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer kind of viewing that people watch every year over and over again. How's your Island of Misfit Toys doing? Or you could jump over to an entirely different cultural event for, say, like the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, the movie Coco, which is a stunning movie to watch. It's beautiful. It's an absolutely visually beautiful movie. And it inhabits the completely opposite end of the spectrum that Nightmare Before Christmas does. Where Nightmare Before Christmas is classically Tim Burton. It's dark. It's dreary. The characters that inhabit it are definitely unique and interesting. But it has Tim Burton's visual style all over it. And I mean, hell, it's even got some of the actors and actresses from Beetlejuice, for crying out loud. But you take a film like Coco, and it's still viewed through the movie itself. You look at the cultural aspect of it, and you look at how different people experience remembering ancestors and how they go about doing so. And it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Like, yeah, you can take Halloween, you can trace it back to pagan roots, and it's, you know, filtering through various versions of, you know, religious dogma and whatnot. But then you have something like Dia de los Muertos, and just how unique of a cultural aspect that is, and the way that they celebrate and revere their loved ones who have passed and come before. It's an interesting story. It is a very heartfelt story as well. And if you haven't watched Coco, it's really it's a great film. There are still musical numbers in it, not to the degree that Nightmare Before Christmas does, but Nightmare Before Christmas, the songs in that movie are like cornerstones of Halloween. And it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. But then just, you know, pull up Disney Plus and scroll through their catalog. and look at some of the offerings that they have available. When's the last time anybody watched Mr. Boogedy? Halloween Town. But I think what I really enjoy too for scary movies or horror-related movies is like the anthology series. Oops. The anthology level of films and such. What are we doing here? Alright, guy. I gotcha. I really don't know what this dude's doing. Alright, well, at least he's not chasing me down, so that's a plus. But, John Carpenter's body bags, you have... Hell, even, there's a Christmas horror one that's based around the Krampus. That's kind of an anthology series. Trick or Treat is more of one of those styles of anthology horror, where they're kind of... They're told around a central storyline, but they're separate stories all around. Tales from the Hood is another horror-themed one. Where you have that series Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King, which I think is still a fantastic one. Okay. Alright. So, how about we do the oil tank and then we'll kind of cruise on over there because we can't get to White Valley that way. We want a good solid truck. Don't want the Azov. We need something that carries cargo too. Dual rear wheel. Yeah. We'll do this one. This truck will see us through. Also, I kind of have no particular desire to jump in this dude's game here. Or his chat group. So, the plan is I will head through to some of the other maps and start doing stuff over there. We'll use this truck because it's going to be fairly effective. This is like one of my go-to get stuff done trucks. So that's going to take us to the oil. No, we don't want to. Not that one. We want to go to the next one. So we'll grab the task over here. That's just basically transporting this oil tanker that's up here over to the gas station, which is effectively on the way. And I could have gone this way and completely bypassed that rock obstacle. But I kind of wanted to remove the rock obstacle for later purposes, essentially. So we'll hook up to this bad boy over here, drag to the gas station. And then proceed to some of the other locations that we can go and get some stuff done. Because if we make it all the way to White Valley, we can get some cool stuff done. And I really like doing stuff around White Valley. See, White Valley's fun. Mountain River is kind of like the connector that I typically use. And I can even go to Pedro Bay and get some stuff done as well. Actually, did this guy even get the... Yeah, he did. He got the Hummer. The Hummer is actually parked right here, and you can haul it back to the garage, and then you own... you own a 2006 to 2008, I think, is when they were available. Hummer H2, which is effectively like a... It's not as long as a Suburban, so it's more like it's on a Tahoe chassis, but it's got 3/4 ton running gear. Although, if you take them down the trail, it's highly recommended that you pretty much don't, because the front steering linkage has a tendency to fold like tissue paper. Isn't that a cool looking truck? It's a really neat looking truck. I like this truck. Just churn our way through this business. Actually, the easiest thing to do would be to get the ANK. And I can totally do that. So the guy who wanted me to jump into his party chat just left the game. So, fine by me. I don't want to join anybody's party chat right now. I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to open up stuff for the game host. Still kind of a bummer. It snowed yesterday. We received somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 inches of heavy wet snow. A lot of it melted on like the roadways, and all the tree stuff melted and whatnot, but it's the simple fact that we got 4 to 6 inches of snow the day before Halloween. Oh, don't do this to me. We might have that fuel fill glitch, which apparently still is not taken care of. So if you're in someone else's game, you may not be able to fill the vehicle you are currently driving, which is a hassle. Oh my god, it's a hassle. Also, I'm really excited for the new downloadable content. downloadable content coming in the beginning of November, or at least they said November. I'm guessing that it's going to be more towards the beginning of November, just because there are no more updates on the public test server. But the PC people are the only ones who get the access to that. Us console jockeys, you know, we subsist off the table scraps. The table scraps of the gaming industry. Yeah, PC's the best, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? I don't care, because I just want to sit down, I want to push a button, and I want to play a game. And I don't want to have to worry about if my graphics card is properly configured to whatever game it is that I'm deciding to play at any given point in time. Don't want to do it. Simply don't want to do it. Alright, so we could go get that trailer. Or I think it's a truck with a van body over there, but we're not going to do that. We are, right now, going to Skilly-Doot over there, which is going to take us to Pedro Bay. And we want to bring some stuff to Pedro Bay, but we'll pick this up right here first because we can. And we're right here, and we're just gonna accept that. So that takes one concrete slab or concrete block or whatever the hell they call it, and then a couple of pieces of stuff from the service hub that's right up here, like service spare parts or something. But because this is not our first time at this particular rodeo, we're going to go to the service hub, or what they refer to as a service hub. We will get some service spare parts, and then we'll bring them to Pedro Bay, and it will make obtaining the ANK that much easier. Two service spare parts. Let's go ding this trailer for this dude over here, because I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. I'm already level 30. I'm maxed out. I've got everything. I've got more than everything. I've got multiples of everything. Oh, God. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Whose phone's ringing? Yeah, see, there's fake birds flying in the sky, because once you get too close, they disappear. Also, regarding this road right here, please pay attention while you're driving, because you might think that you can just go blasting right through those barricades. But they're apparently doing road construction right there, in that exposed pipe or whatever the hell it is. And you're gonna have a bad day. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, good. There we go. Sweet. That is a good thing, because I don't want to have to swap trucks after I run out of fuel. So we'll go over here, we'll get the ANK, and then we will head... Oh. Alright, maybe... Yeah. Icy roads, good time. So, we'll get the ANK, if this guy doesn't, you know, decide to quit the game anytime soon. And then we'll move along, and we'll get the garage in White Valley. And then we will get the first Dairy Longhorn. Dairy Longhorn 3145, I think. Yeah, 3145, whatever the hell it is. Because it's not a terrible vehicle. It's actually pretty decent at hauling some of the larger, like the special trailers, like the coiled tubing trailer or stuff like that. The P16 is probably one of the best, but you can't get chain tires on the P16. Actually, you can't even really change the tires on the P16. That said, the P16 has some of the best tires in the game. For mud, that is. Oh yeah, we gotta go forward. To the place in which we dump off the things. Yeah, see, those rocks that slide around, catch underneath your tire. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no! No! I don't know if we got booted or what happened. Let's see. Yep, connection with the host is lost. That is unfortunate. That is incredibly, incredibly unfortunate. Man. That's too bad too, because that was looking like it was going to be a decent run at some fun stuff. Let's see where else we get in. Drowned Lands, Tamir, Russian Federation. Let's see where this one's at. And like I said on this one, in Tamir, unless somebody actually enables the contracts, which it looks like... Huh. Okay, so he's got the second part. Clearing the way takes what? 2 metal beams. Where are the metal beams available? Metal beams are available there. So you kind of loop around, you go there. Okay. That's 2 metal beams. So you need trailer. What's this guy doing? He's hooking up to a trailer. But actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit of a... Let's do a little bit of exploring. We take the Ford and we go... We don't exactly have to clear that little pathway in the middle. But let's see how far we can make it with the Ford. Actually, did this guy get... Yeah. Because the Tega is like right in here. Russia is not my favorite map, mostly because of the excessive amount of mud that's in this map. It is fun, however, to explore. And the Ford is a really great truck to explore in. I do like the Ford in Lake Coved. The amount of fuel and repair points that this thing can actually take with it, I mean, you're kind of staring at like 18 different tires in the bed of this thing. And you've got several hundred repair points. So, what I can do is go find, if the guy doesn't beat me there, I will go find the Tuz. But we just have to go from the drowned lands to the quarry to Zimnogorsk, get across the stream, get through the mud, get up to the, not the lumber mill, but the, where you essentially set up the drill site in that map for the contracts. Yeah, there is a lot of mud in Russia. There is so much mud in Russia. More so than any other map. And I really do wish more of the American trucks had the ability to put mud tires on them. I mean, it's just tires, for crying out loud. Just find the right size and slap them on there. Oh, hello. Why, hello, Carol. We're being joined in the stream now with some delightful humans. It's true. It was still a raid, and I will take it. I trust everyone's Halloween is going fantastic. And also, I will have you know, it's not the size of your raid, it's how you use it. Eh? That's silly. Oh, and why, thank you, Carol. I appreciate the follow. As I was saying, I'm currently driving around Russia. I'm driving around the muddy, middle of nowhere Russia. 3 hours, that's a pretty good amount of time to be to be playing a game. I wasn't saying anything bad about the size of the raid. I said it's not the size of the raid, it's how you use it. Which it just seems funny in context. Carol, were you watching for 3 straight hours? Oh, that's too funny. You did get a GG raid, so there's always that. Alright, on to the quarry. Why, hello there, kind of there, monkey bum. Thank you for joining in all the fun. All right. Oh, they didn't pick up that upgrade part over there. So, there's an upgrade part right there, which doesn't show up on any of the map stuff. I could have hauled some metal beams over to clear the thingamajigger, the pile of rocks that's going to be in the way, but I kind of don't want to do that. Also, I'm not going to go over there and get that upgrade part because, like I said, I have all the upgrade parts, and I don't need any more, and I don't need any additional money either because I am flush with cash. I could Scrooge McDuck the amount of money that I have in this game. It is absolutely obscene, the amount of cash I have. Alright, we'll top that off. Actually, why don't we see what contracts are available? Okay. Alright. So... oh, okay. That's for the Rift. So GeoSearch. Yeah, we don't need to worry about any of that. I think it was Family Guy. They made fun of the whole diving into the pit of money thing, where Peter tried to dive into a giant pile of money and ended up just breaking most of the bones in his body. You can't do that! Scrooge McDuck is the only one who can. Radioactive fossils. Which one's that one? Oh. Oh, okay. Now the dude's starting to activate them. Man. That's alright, though. So what we're gonna do... oh yeah, we're gonna put the truck in four-wheel drive is what we're gonna do. Everybody wishes they had a giant pile of money. Everybody wants money. But the great thing about this game is you don't even have to try hard, and it just sort of happens. Like, you can actually glitch your way into a crap ton of cash. Also, let's see if we can't just kind of get over this stuff without getting stuck. Which... awesome. Actually, that worked out really good. Nope, that part didn't. Turn. Alright. So what I'm going to do is, this guy in his game hasn't gone past that roadblock. So right over here is another tunnel that's going to take us to Zimnegorsk. And that's where we're headed. Because there is a particular vehicle, one of the best mud vehicles in the game, over in Zimnegorsk. And that's the Tuz. The TUZ 420, I believe it is. The damn thing is like cheat mode for the mud. I love it. I mean, I don't use it all that much, but once I got it, it was like, whoa, this just got way too easy. That's another task where you have to haul that truck all the way to a particular camp. That's a little bit more in the center of this map, which, I mean, I may come back and do some more tasks in this map, but, oh, wait, that's right. There is also metal beams that one would need. Travel through Zimnegorsk. There's a bridge that needs to be fixed over here. There's, like, all kinds of neat stuff. So while the Russian maps aren't exactly my preferred go-to maps in this game, I really enjoy Alaska. There's a particular route I take around the different Alaska maps to do certain tasks and retrieve certain things. Same with Michigan. But, I like this one. It's not bad. It's not terrible. There are worse places to be. Lake Coved is one of them. So, this one here, that's going to be where the garage gets set up, but you actually have to kind of work to set it up. That's where we enter. This is where we want to go. Although, maybe I'll, yeah, we'll go this way. I was thinking about grabbing that watchtower. Kind of interesting. Watchtowers will reveal the location of tasks, but you actually have to drive to the task to accept it, to be able to do it and complete it. Really like this truck. All right. So, yeah, so when you hit the watchtower, it opens up a large chunk of the map. It will reveal any upgrade locations, of which there are 2. It will reveal the location of the tasks where you can pick up where you can pick up the start of the tasks. So, upgrade location, so we can pick up this task here, and I already picked up that one. There's also that right there. But, for now, I'm just going to go this way. Through the mud, muck, and mire. Going to bravely make our way through. Actually, I forget. Does this one have... Yeah, this one's got a good snorkel. I don't know how well the snorkel is on the Ford. But we're gonna find out. Hey, look, water! Let's go drive right through it. Now, this is why, in a flood situation, in real life, you don't just kind of drive right through a giant puddle. Because... You see that? How deep is it? What's on the bottom of it? Is there a sinkhole? Is there a tree stump? Is there debris? Is there an overturned car? You don't know. So, yeah, don't drive through a giant bit of floodwater with your vehicle. I mean, that's if you're in a particular area or location that gets, you know, floodwater and stuff. You know, it would just be... It would be just your luck, you know. You'd have a truck got four-wheel drive. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna take this on. Gonna drive through this quagmire, this murky bit of standing water, and then yeah, you ain't going too much further after you snap a hub off or rip a ball joint loose in a sinkhole, puncture a tire on a very large tree limb. This Ford is actually doing really, really well through some of this mud, and I'm quite surprised because I haven't used the Ford a lot in some of the muddy terrain because the best engine you can get is in Lake Coved. And what is that? Yeah, the Amandra map. And it's on the complete opposite end of the Amandra map, and that's all ice and snow. That's not like heavy mud. Everybody's streaming. Nobody's going out on Halloween. Everybody's staying in. You'd think there was a worldwide candy shortage with the amount of people not going out on Halloween. But such is not the case. I'd love a giant bucket of candy right now. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Kind of go over here because I want to get this little task. Get this one. So the truck recovery, which is that guy right there. But you know what? We're not going to recover that truck because we get... Alright, just don't... Ah. Okay. Come on. We're not going to recover a truck right now. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to go find a different truck. Although that Tega right there... Those things are great. And it's one of the easiest trucks you can get and recover. And it pretty much makes most of the mud in the game look trivial. Kind of wish there wasn't snow on the ground. And I'm not even talking about like in-game snow. Because there's not really any snow in this game right now. I am not in Alaska. Or Amandra. Or whatever. Ooh, Service Hub Recovery activated. Which one is that? Did they actually... Deliver to the Service Hub. Quarry. Oh, that's that one. Okay. Which gives you access to that location. But yeah, it's like 32 degrees outside right now. And it is... snowy? Not snowy, there's snow on the ground, is what I mean. That is why I'm staying in. Yes. Us poor people. Oh, it's awful, is realistically what it is. A lot of the snow melted, but I went to go obtain a delightful caffeinated beverage from Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Seeing as they have no seasonal beverages right now because of whatever shortage or what have you is going on. I went outside to my truck, and I was effectively hit in the top of the head with a giant fist-sized chunk of snow that fell out of the giant oak tree. So not only do I have acorns that fall out of that tree, now I have giant piles of snow that also fall out of that tree. Oh yeah, okay, so over here, this area is where most of the, like, the big contracts take place when you get a little bit further. But, of note, this little guy right here, raised suspension for the Tega. And I'm only going to get it because it's simply right there. You know, it's funny, all the external roll cage on this truck really makes it look more like a forestry department truck, like a breaker truck. Just take the thing and just go hammering right into the bush, so to speak. Okay, so this is where we need to pick our line and avoid the trees, like that, basically. Come on. But then we have to get up this over here. And you can almost see right up there, you can see the window and a little bit of the outline of the Tuz. Oh, hey, this thing just this thing just crawled right up. Yeah, that was surprising. It's kind of cool. Alright, so that's that guy. Boom! Tuz 420 Tatarin. And it's effectively an armored personnel carrier. Oh, no, back up. It is incredibly good in the mud. Alright, so let's make our way back down here. Where do we come up? Over there. We'll go down the same way. Hopefully we don't roll over and turtle ourselves. There are no armored personnel in the armored personnel carrier. Currently it sits empty. And I think it does have a full tank of fuel, though. So if I felt like hopping in the thing and driving it around, I really could. But what we'll do... kind of cruise around this way. Ouch. I think we hit... what do we hit? I don't know. I know what we hit. We probably hit a tree stump. Alright. Yep, that's the tree stump. Tree stumps in this game, for anyone who has not experienced them, are the bane of human existence. Because they will stop you dead in your tracks, and you can't do a single thing about them. So whoever decided to put those logs down in these muddy roads, it was really nice of them. It's very appreciated. I'm still very surprised at just how well this truck is actually doing out here. Mostly because even some of the big trucks kind of have an issue with this much mud. I think there's another watchtower up here. We may try to go hit up. Oh yeah, there it is. I like this truck. This is a great truck. The other smaller International with the small service body is actually another fantastic truck too. That has all-wheel drive and differential lock on all the time, which is super useful. Another upgrade location, you say? Located right there. Sweet. And then there's another one right there. There's another watchtower there. There's other stuff there. Let's go see if we can get that other watchtower. Because there's also a bridge over there that I kind of enjoy building. Oh, stuck in the mud. A little bit of a helping hand with the winch there. The other great thing that I like using this Ford for is because of the amount of repair points and fuel that it carries around with it. So even though... And it actually is fairly conservative on fuel as well, which is nice. Ouch. That was uncalled for. See, that just about deleted, like, half my suspension right there. Oh, that was too much. And you don't even have to be going fast to get a silly amount of damage like that. It's also getting to be about that time for food and dinner. Which, I mean, I'm always thinking about food. I like food. I like food way too much. I mean, I wouldn't be lying if I said I exist on food. Because we haven't exactly hit the space age yet where we get, like, you know, chemical sustenance. Which, I mean, if you could get all your nutritional value from, like, a paste, would you? Would you do it? Would you forego anything that's delicious and tasty and just ingest a nutrient supplement paste, like out of a toothpaste tube? Which, I mean, it would probably be biodegradable material at that point as well, but, you know. Yeah, see, I think given the choice, yeah, the whole food experience, because you have to say that it is, in fact, an experience. Like, you go to a restaurant, you meet up with friends, you have conversation around dinner. Can you really do that sucking down some food tubes with some nutrient paste? No. No, you can't. So... I ate some really great coal-fired pizza yesterday. I think it was like a Meat Lover's coal-fired pizza. was so good. I love pizza. I would never get tired of pizza. You know, if you were to cut me open right now and physically extract my heart, it would probably look like just one giant ball of pepperoni. That's how much I love pizza. Post-stream pizza. That's what it is. Alright, so we're getting low on fuel. We should probably refuel from our handy-dandy roof rack. And then let's repair a little bit. From the utility mount. There we go. Back up and running at optimal capacity. I'm a fan of most pizza toppings as well. I don't think there is any pizza topping that I would in fact turn down. Short of maybe like broccoli. If you put broccoli on a pizza, chances are we're gonna have words. I mean, it's got its place, but not on a pizza. Don't put broccoli on a pizza. Just don't do it. It's not fair to the pizza. Anchovies are strange little wasn't paying attention. Anchovies are, yeah, see, wasn't paying attention, rubbed up against a guardrail, deleted half my suspension again. Good job. I don't know about anchovies is kind of a weird one. Like, it's fish-ish. Service hub recovery. Somebody was doing some stuff. Metal delivery. So this is where we get some metal from. That guy right there. Yeah, broccoli is great by itself. Actually, I haven't had in quite a while, and I'll go there with this, artichoke hearts. And I think, what are they? They batter and fry them, those artichoke hearts, and they call them like hush puppies or something like that. Which, I mean, I would totally do those right now. Alright, Zimnegor's bridge requires... Oh, it's concrete slabs it requires. Okay. I think they are. I'm not 100% certain. I forget. It's been so long since I've had anything like that. Alright, so... we're here where there is no bridge. And to build this bridge, I need concrete slabs. And the only place that has concrete slabs is the quarry. In the quarry. So what I'll do is I will cheat and attempt to cross this little bit of water here. And I'm stuck on something. Get up this. Oh, there we go. Got our tires up. There we go. Much better winch point. Okay. Let's get up and around here. I had a really good buffalo chicken pizza. That was from another one of those coal-fired pizza type places. And they actually put slices, like slivers slices, like they shaved it off with a Well, all right then. I do appreciate the follow. Thank you again. And we will catch you at another point in time. But, yeah, as I was saying about, yeah, carrot slices. Little slivers of carrot slices on a buffalo chicken pizza. Little tiny scallion bits and whatnot. And it was fantastic. So good. Alright, so there's a trailer there. Trailer store. How about we get a maintenance trailer and see if we can't repair. So... okay, so that won't let us... oh, at least, carrots, it depends. Like, it needs to be in a particular context. Okay, so we'll sell that. So we can refuel, we just can't replenish repair points is what it is. Oh, we need to hit that, gotta hit that watchtower over there. This truck may not be as exciting to explore with, but it actually does a really good job. It's very self-sufficient. The amount of configurations that you can set this thing up with are pretty staggering, actually. I don't think I've ever heard of a carrot allergy. That's a new one on me. I mean, there's so many people who have, like, peanut allergies and stuff like that. But, yeah, carrot allergy. Huh. I wonder what it is in the carrot that kind of does that. Oh. Okay, so we opened up that watchtower, which opens up this huge chunk of area right here. Those two upgrade parts, all that stuff. Carrots and watermelon. Really? Huh. You know, wonder what it is in carrots and watermelon. Ah, okay. See, that makes sense then. Alright, how will we travel this way? We'll go to the quarry up through this way. I wonder if they repaired that roadblock. Let's find out. Quarry? No, see? Clearing the way. They did not. They did not clear the way. Where am I gonna pop out? I think I'm gonna... yeah, I think it's gonna be this one right here. So let's just keep going this way. Yeah, see, this is pretty cool right here. Right? I mean, look at that. It's neat. It's a neat area. It's a neat map. I mean, it's a fairly unforgiving map. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Words. It's a fairly unforgiving map. But we can do pretty good with this Ford. Alright, travel to the quarry. I am hungry, though. thinking of food. Although I'm surrounded by cookies. I've got Oreos, I've got Chips Ahoy. Hell, I've even got granola bars, for crying out loud. Alright, so that's where it put us. So, what's late inspection? Let's go this way. Muddy, Mud Skipper, it's muddy. The Muddy Mud Skipper show from Ren and Stimpy. He was an angry little fellow. I used to have a mud skipper as a pet. Once upon a time, many moons ago. They're weird because when they blink, they actually suck their eyeballs into the top of their head. And when they die, they stink really, really badly. Not sure how long they're supposed to last for. Mine didn't exactly last all that long, which is kind of unfortunate, because cool little critter. Really cool little critter. This is kind of fun just driving around too. So what's the difference between driving around in a video game and driving around in real life? Communications tower. Used to be relay between the oil rig and the city to the west. Could prove a useful node for comms to maintain in the future. I need you to run recon on the tower and check its condition. Alright. Let's check where, oh, that's the eastern tower. You know what? Let's go check that eastern tower. I want to go find out what's up with that. Yeah, man, I've had some weird pets. But no, back to talking about driving around. What's the difference between driving around in a video game and driving around in real life? Basically, right now I'm amusing myself and not paying for gasoline. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh. There we go. There may be a little rock crawling in this. But hey, it'll be fun. Yeah, sometimes it's nice just to go for a drive. And if you enjoy what you drive, makes it even better. Well, I've got a lot of things to talk about. Gasoline. It certainly could be one of them. But man, yeah. I mean, I have never been one to drive things that have had good fuel economy. We'll put it that way. So go up here, we'll take a left. Yeah. Anytime I go shopping for a vehicle, it's not because it needs to be something with adequate fuel economy. And there is a particular ancient proverb that goes as such. It's not about miles per gallon. It's about smiles per gallon. As dumb as that is. But it's not dumb, it's actually pretty true. Because, I mean, if you're going to go for a ride, enjoy yourself. And when I go for a ride, I can smack down on the loud pedal and have it bring a smile to my face. Okay, where are we going? I don't know. Oh, steer into it! No! 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 Well then. That's unfortunate. Which is no big deal. I was only going for this little guy right there. So. I think perhaps this will bring our adventure for the evening to a close. Because we had a rather unfortunate turn of events. See, had I thought ahead and had the autonomous winch, I could have hooked to that tree right there and flipped myself back on both axles. But no, I had to go with the heavy-duty winch. But yeah, I mean, check that out. It's kind of a cool undercarriage. Rear differential, transfer case, engine, transmission, front differential. Solid front axle. It does have a sway bar, which is kind of weird. Usually older trucks don't have a sway bar. So we'll recover to the garage. And well, I mean, that's just what I say. But then again, I say a lot of things. There is a lot of words that come out of my mouth. And there's a great many words on a great many topics. But that is best left for another point in time. So for now, I will leave you on this Halloween night. And we'll all do it again another time. And hopefully the new DLC will be out soon. And you can follow along with that. So if you're not following, give a follow. Get notified when I go on. Watch me do stupid stuff. Or simply drive around through the mud. Come along for the gameplay. Stay for the conversation. Have a great evening. And take care.